wanted to just leave you with some tips leading into the closing and also just after you close on the property. My recommendation is to try to line up a mover as soon as possible once you know when the closing is formally scheduled, because movers are becoming increasingly more difficult to schedule. It's harder to get help in the moving industry, it's my understanding. So you want to schedule that move once the closing date has officially been scheduled by the lawyers and the title company. Also, you want to keep your home inspection report handy so you can fix any items. And you're probably going to want to, if you're going to paint, coordinate with painters shortly after you close. So it's always good to have your contacts with like any sort of like handyman, painters, contractors, etc. Probably done. It's a good time to bring people in to get estimates during the home inspection period, actually. So when you're doing the home inspection, you can have people come in during that time to give estimates. And that way, when you close, you can have everything coordinated and lined up to be done, all the work to be done just after the closing takes place or the next day or in the coming days. Also, you're going to want to make sure that any sort of documents you receive in the mail from the town, as far as for tax bills and things like that, make sure your mortgage company has you set up. If they're paying the taxes on your behalf, make sure they receive a copy of all that tax information so that they can pay those taxes on time. Sometimes it takes a couple of months for the town and the lender to coordinate so that they are on the same page as far as the lender paying the taxes. So if you receive a statement in the mail, it's always good to have your lender send a copy to your mortgage company on that. Also, you probably want to like change locks now that the seller has moved out. Also, if you may want to ask the seller or their agent for the forwarding address for the seller, because inevitably packages will be left or sent to Amazon. People forget to change things, or mail comes, and if there's something you could send off to the seller. It's happened on places I've bought many times where I've received mail or packages for the seller, and I'll reach out to the previous seller and tell them, hey, I got something. I'll leave it outside for you. So things like that. Those are just little tips and tricks now that you own the property. Also, as the years go on after ownership, I always stay in touch with all my customers and send them recent sales in the neighborhood, market reports, so they can get a sense of what's happening. And of course, they can always reach out anytime if they have any questions about the market or if they wish to buy or sell again. But if you have any further questions about this, please let me know. Thank you.